Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all must have gone through my previous sessions on noun and pronoun. Today we will be starting a new chapter, that is the adjectives. This is also a very important chapter in relation to noun and pronouns. And after covering this chapter, it will help you better understand noun and pronoun as well as the adjectives. So before we start with today's session, I would request everyone to please like and subscribe to my channel and please press the bell icon. So guys, let's define adjective now, right? So if we go with the definition and then we can, better describe and understand what exactly the meaning of adjective. So let's define. Adjective is a word which is used to add to the meaning of noun or pronoun. So what's the definition says here? If we use any word which will add a meaning to what? Meaning of a noun or a pronoun, then that particular word will be called as adjective. Okay, so if I write in a different way from the definition, I can say basically adjective is used to qualify or describe the meaning of noun or pronoun which are used in the sentence, right? So here from the definition it is clearly mentioned that we will be using any word which will give us and mention the definition from the definition that it is giving us a quality description of that particular noun or pronoun, then that word will be called as adjective. Let's take an example. Like if we have a word or a sentence like a beautiful flower. So here the word beautiful is describing the beauty of the flower. So that word will be called as adjective. In the same way, if I'm saying English lady, so what does that mean? Here I am specifically only talking about the English lady, right? So I'm not talking about any Indian. I'm here only talking about an English lady. So this will be again called as adjective. So in the same way, you can talk about and think of many more examples to think of adjectives and you can more understand it, right? So now moving ahead, types of adjective, or we can say kinds of adjectives. So basically how many types or how many kinds of adjective we have. So in total we have three kinds of adjectives. Let's name them first, then we will describe one by one in the same order. So the first one is adjective of a quality, or in some of the books it is mentioned as descriptive adjective. Second one is proper adjective, and the third one is interrogative adjective. So basically these three types of adjective we have, and we will be talking about, so that you guys can understand the topic and the uses of adjective. So if I go with the adjective of a quality or a descriptive adjective, so as the word says, adjective of a quality, what does that mean? Here, if a word will be describing the quality of a person, place, or a thing, then that adjective will be called as the adjective of a quality. How I can define it? I can say it is used to define or describe the quality of a person or thing, right? So that would be called as adjective of the quality. So if I take an example, then for you can understand it more, like I'm saying Mumbai is a big city, right? So instead of saying a general statement like Mumbai is a city, I am using the word big to describe its quality or to describe this particular city. So here the word comes into the adjective of the quality category. So in the same way, if I take another example, like I like ripe mangoes. So I'm specifically mentioned here in this sentence by using the word ripe that I like the mangoes. What type of mangoes? Only ripe mangoes. So I'm specifically defining the quality and describing the mangoes, types of mangoes which is liked by me. So these type of words which we are using in the sentence, they comes into the adjective of a quality category, right? So if I take another example and say that Rashmi is an intelligent lady. So instead of just saying Rashmi is a lady, a lady, I am using the word here as intelligent to describe her quality, right? I'm describing the quality of Rashmi, that uh, she is an intelligent lady. So again I am just talking and using the word adjective for the person, right? For the noun and pronoun. So it is meeting to the definition and it is giving me the quality of the adjective noun. So now moving ahead to understand proper adjective. So proper adjective is same as we discuss like in the case of noun. So if any word which is used to form a proper noun, right? Any word which is used to form a proper noun, then that word will come into the proper adjective category, right? So in the case of proper noun, we already talked about that proper noun is a word which is used, is a naming word. Hope you remember from my previous sessions that the proper noun is a naming word which is used to define or which is used to name the person, place, or animal, right? So here we are saying if we are using any word which is forming the proper noun is come into the category of proper adjective. Let's see how with an example. So if I'm saying he is an Indian, so here the word Indian, right? Indian word comes from India, right? So here this is a proper noun and making a proper noun, right? So that word will come into the category of proper noun. So in the same way, if I will take another example and say I want to visit France. So here I am specifically mention in my sentence that where do I want to visit. That country name I am specifying here is France. So this word will again come into the category of proper adjectives. Guys, I hope you understand proper adjective. Now let's move to interrogative adjective. So let's define it first to make your understanding clear, right? So if an interrogative pronoun is followed by a noun, then it is called an interrogative adjective. Let's understand this definition. So I'm talking about interrogative pronouns. So if you remember and if you have gone through from my previous video, I have explained the meaning and described interrogative pronouns. So let me bring those points here again. Interrogative pronoun. So what was that? Like what, which, whom, and all the WH family question words which I mentioned in that particular session are comes into that category. So in the definition I mentioned that if an interrogative pronoun is followed by a noun, then that called interrogative adjective. So I have mentioned what I discussed in my last session about the interrogative pronoun. They were what, which, whom, who, these type of words which we used and discussed, right? Which, sorry, who and whose. So I have discussed all these words in the session pronoun. So I would suggest to please go and watch my video for pronoun. That would give you more description, right, in detail. And here that is saying if I take a word like what. So what is an interrogative pronoun? If I am using any noun with it, like color. What color is your shirt? So what I did, I have used what, which is interrogative pronoun, and added the word noun to make it as interrogative adjective. So these type of sentences where a interrogative pronoun is followed by a noun is called interrogative adjective. So if I take another example, then I would say what bag is this, right? So, bag, sorry. So if I'm saying what bag is this, so again I use what from the interrogative pronoun and added the noun and made the sentence, made the interrogative sentence, then that becomes interrogative adjective. So in the same way, guys, you can go through more examples and this will clearly explain and give you the idea what type of these sentences are and how we can use more adjectives to make our sentences more useful and impactful to give us a clear quality and the description. So I hope you have learned from this session and you liked it. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.